Yes, my dear friend, welcome back to the channel. This is Salon's Blog. A great Tuesday morning to you wherever you are on the globe. Dear friend, welcome to the channel. Wherever you are, on the continent of Africa, in Europe, in America, Canada, Australia, or right here in Southeast Asia, my dear friends, you are highly welcome to this very Tuesday morning edition. It is special because, yes, we have great news on Chelsea this morning. Ladies and gentlemen, it will interest you to know that Romeo Lavia is finally back on the grass. Our own Romeo Lavia is back on the grass. Yes, likewise, Malo is also back training together with the squad yesterday. The pictures that came up yesterday, Romeo Lavia and Malo are all back on the grass training with the first team squad. Now, Ben Chilwell has also been reintegrated into the squad. We understand the coach made a statement last Friday, during the presser, that it's very likely that Ben Chilwell will be back after talks with the player. Now, finally, Ben Chilwell is also back in the first team squad. Who else is expected back? And not just these players. We have Enzo Fernandez is also back after illness. KDH, yes, he's also back. In fact, we have a full squad right now, in exception of our captain, Reece James. Reece James' issue, actually, it bothers me a lot. We were told that he had a niggling injury, a minor injury. We were told that the hamstring wasn't that serious from the initial stages, and a time frame was given that Reece James will be back just before the international break, and he will start training with the first team squad once the international break is over. Now Romeo Lavia is back, Malo is back, but Reece James, still there is no time frame for his returning. Ladies and gentlemen, it bothers me a lot. It bothers me a lot. Because honestly speaking, he is one of our best players. As a matter of fact, a well-fit Reece James is the best in the world. A well-fit Reece James is the best in the world, right in his position, right back. Oh yes, I miss Reece James crosses a lot. Even though the style of play we are trying to, play right now does not really fit his, those crosses. But a well-fit Reece James has so much to offer Chelsea. We saw him inverted. We saw him play the right back. We saw him play even the how do you call it? Yeah, more like a midfield role. We saw him also at the center back before the injury under this coach. So personally, it bothers me a lot to see Reece James still sidelined due to injury, hamstring for that matter. And I have come to the conclusion that if this will continue, then it's better we sell him out. Oh yeah, that's my opinion, my personal opinion. Because he is one of the highest paid players right now at Chelsea, £250,000. He is a homegrown player. He is an academy player, yes. But with the injury situation, if it can't be fixed, let's get rid of it. If it cannot be fixed, let's get rid of it. Simple. Oh yes. Ben Chilwell is back training with the Chelsea first team squad. He is one of the senior most players in Chelsea. As a matter of fact, last season he was one of the captains. He was a deputy captain. In his absence, then Conor Gallagher took over. Now, our captain was absent. Our deputy was not part of the squad. We've handed the captainship to Enzo Fernandez. In our last game, Enzo Fernandez wasn't available. It was Casado that captained the team. And it looks like there was a leadership quality in Casado. And not just that, it gives him more confidence and boldness on the ball. He played a game like never before. I saw Casado in our last game. And I'm like, wow. Is it an armband that has given him the confidence? Ladies and gentlemen. Well, one player that Chelsea, actually, he is our player. But he's not currently playing for us. Dear friend, Estal. Let me talk a little about Estal before I move on. You see, William Estaval, Chelsea's player with Palmeiras. But there is something interesting about this guy. Since Chelsea bought him, he's been scoring goals left, right, and giving assists anyhow. He's just 17. Next year, summer, we expect him to come to Chelsea. Dear friends, we expect Estaval in Chelsea next summer. But the guy, the rate at which the guy is going, you wouldn't notice he's just 17-year-old. He's scoring goals for fun and he's giving assists for fun. And you see, why am I talking about him? I have not been speaking so much about Estaval for a while now. But I realized that, or it came to the news. Yes, it came to the news that most of us don't know about. That this guy, any goal he scores for Palmeiras, Chelsea still pays Palmeiras for it. He is our player. We bought him from Palmeiras and we loaned him again to Palmeiras. We bought him, he is our player. We loaned him to Palmeiras and he's playing for Palmeiras and he's scoring goals. And each goal he scored for Palmeiras, Chelsea still have to pay for. It's part of the clause in the contract. I mean, how? The guy is scoring goals for you. Your team is constantly winning. Daily, every game, you are always winning. He is scoring the goals. And Chelsea is still paying you for the guy scoring goals for you. I don't know how some of these contracts were seen through before it was signed. Are we going to be advising, please stop scoring the goals now? Because, of course, it's going into our account. We are paying your club because you are scoring goals for them. We loan you for them and you score goals for them, and we are still paying them for the goals you are scoring. In fact, Estaval, if you are hearing me, stop scoring the goals. When you get opportunity, try and fumble with the ball and kick it somewhere else. I mean, how? Of course, otherwise, by the time you get to Chelsea, the money will finish you. By the time you are getting to us, the money will finish. We cannot pay you winning bonuses any longer. Because the rate at which you are scoring goals, no, you are giving us too much bills. William Estaval, welcome to Chelsea next summer. And hey, this is what our coach has to say about him. Enzo Maresca on Estaval. He said, we are always following William Estaval. He is doing fantastic. We are going to wait until next summer. We are going to wait until next summer when he will arrive here. But for sure, we are very happy in the way he is progressing. So our coach has an eye on Estaval. So we are watching. We are following him. And we're doing fantastically well. We are going to wait until next summer when he will arrive here at Cobham. For sure, we are very happy in the way he is progressing. That is coming from our head coach, Enzo Maresca, regarding Estaval. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, this morning I also want to announce to you that our women team, Chelsea ladies, yes, Chelsea ladies have appointed a CEO finally. And that CEO is a lady. Oh yes, we've appointed a CEO for our women. And the CEO for the women is a lady. You see, the reality of the matter is that all these whiles, Chelsea structure was said that a lot of things were not necessarily in the rightful way, but we were winning because our previous owner just wants to win. He doesn't care about the business aspect of the club. But right now with these new owners, their focus is on the business aspect of it. And so they are putting in place details in every area. We just appointed a lady. I'm not too sure if I have that information. Otherwise, I will bring that information for you in my next video. I'm trying to get it. But it will interest you to note. In fact, I am excited about it. That we have appointed a lady to manage our ladies football club. Chelsea ladies now have a woman CEO. Yes. A woman CEO. It's not here. I'm trying to get it, but then I can't find it. So in my next episode, I should bring the full detail on that quickly. Yeah, let me not waste your time. But you see, one player, Juventus player, Alicia Lemon, a lady, his boyfriend also plays for Juventus. And she made a comment, an interesting comment. She's Alicia Lemon highlights the huge pay gap between her and her boyfriend, Douglas Luiz, at Juventus. And when I read this, dear friends, I'm like, whoa, indeed it is true. Even when you look at our ladies, Chelsea ladies, none of them earns as high as even our average players are earning. I stand to be corrected, but I've not seen any Chelsea ladies earning up to £100,000 a week. No. I stand to be corrected, but per the records I have seen so far, none of our ladies, Chelsea women or Chelsea ladies, earns up to £100,000 per week as a wage. None of them. And let me repeat it again. I stand to be corrected. And Alicia Lemon has highlighted that. He said, with his boyfriend, they are playing in the same team. I mean, the same club. The difference is that he is playing the men's team and I am playing in the ladies' team, but the same club. And the huge gap, the huge pay gap between them. This is boyfriend and girlfriend. They all come back from work every day. They go to train every day in the same club. I'm not too sure the position she plays, but this is something that we need to discuss. Ladies and gentlemen, this is something we need to discuss. If indeed it is a big concern for our ladies, I don't know. I also understand that when it comes to the men's football, there is much more sponsorship. Many, sponsors, many companies are willing to sponsor the men's football. The money is there for the men's football. But when it comes to the ladies, there is not that much sponsorship package for it. So the clubs find it difficult to maintain the same standard for the ladies, football. But even that, I think if what she's saying is true, then something has to be done. Because she says huge pay gap. It's not just a gap, huge pay gap. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm speaking for our women today. Oh yes, it's a very good morning to you wherever you are. I will not waste much of your time, so I want to rush it quickly through, and I'll be back in the afternoon for more exclusives. All right? Okay, I've already spoken about Estal, so we move to some other news. Well, now quickly back to our senior team, Chelsea. In our game that we played against Bournemouth, our goal scorer, Christopher Nkunku, I tried to steady him. And I realized that Christopher Nkunku likes to play in a tight corners, tight situations, in between 3-4 defenders. It is not the first time he's scoring such a goal even with Chelsea. Ladies and gentlemen, I have a short video for you. Just watch it. For copyright reasons, I might not play it for long. But just watch Christopher Nkunku. In Chelsea shirt, 3 defenders, yet he always finds a way of scoring goals in that tight corner or that tight situation. Not every player can do that. I know most of you still come after me for Nicolas Jackson issue. Yes, I agree. But topmost strikers, majority of them cannot play games within that kind of situations. Christopher Nkunku is a different kind of player altogether. He also has his own shortfalls. But trust me, when I watch him carefully, he has a false 9. Or not even false 9. Players like this can play behind the striker. I would love to see Christopher Nkunku playing behind the striker. And let me see, with Nicolas Jackson up front, Christopher Nkunku behind him. Let me see how that partnership will go. Don't forget, last year pre-season under Pochettino in the US of A, both partnership worked perfectly. Pochettino started playing both together. When we were in the USA, go back and watch the videos. So I want to see both play under this new head coach. Nkunku just behind Nicolas Jackson. And let's see. Let's just see there. I believe that if the two, together with Cole Palmer and Jadon Sancho, our front will be very dangerous. We have the players that can deliver, can score the goal. But I'm looking critically at Christopher Nkunku's delivery in tight situations where Jackson could not be able to, or is not able to deliver from. Beautifully, as you saw the goal there, that is Nicolas Jackson, Christopher Nkunku for you right there. Ladies and gentlemen, quickly, this is your breakfast. And before I let you go, Jadon Sancho was not involved in Chelsea's training on Monday. That was yesterday. With his teammates outside. Rather, Sancho was working indoors at Cobham in a recovery session as he builds towards full fitness. So Sancho was not part of the general squad training outside, but rather he was isolated. He was made to train indoor on fitness. Means that his fitness level is still not up to peak yet. So he was being trained, he was training with the fitness coaches indoor. I believe our next game against West Ham, he should be fit and ready to start that game. Yes. As you can see on your screen as well, Enzo Fernandez is also back training. Enzo Fernandez is also back training. Almost all our players that were having issues, be it sickness or minor injuries, they are back training yesterday. And let me also announce to you that Romelu Lukaku with in Italy, right? Romelu Lukaku, he's hit the ground running. Oh yes. With Napoli, Romelu Lukaku in Napoli hit the ground running. Another goal for Romelu Lukaku and another assist. Oh yes. Remember his debut game, he came from the bench and scored. Now another goal for him over the weekend with another assist. Romelu Lukaku with 2 assists, one for Cavachara's goal, and then Cavachara with an assist for Romelu Lukaku's second goal in 2 Serie A games as Napoli player. Ladies and gentlemen, the players that we could not get, they are out there scoring. Samu Omorodion also scored for Porto, yes, over the weekend. Samu Omorodion also scored for Porto over the weekend. Victor Osimhen scored for Galatasaray over the weekend. Romelu Lukaku scored for Napoli over the weekend. Chelsea, Christopher Nkunku got our goal for us. Alright? Alright, quickly, before I let you go, some big shout out to you guys. This is your breakfast. I will not take much of your time. I'll be back in the afternoon with more exclusives. Just hold on, have it there, right there. I am just trying to prepare it well. And when I hit you, trust me, it's going to be very exciting. It's going to be very exciting. This one's coming from Pastor Solomon, right? I think it's Pastor Solomon. He said, my brother, Jackson is always mess himself up. Jackson's always mess himself up, if you observe. My dear friend, I have spoken at length about that the past days, and I believe Jackson, my brother, my good friend, in fact, my boy, will pick up his game. Otherwise, you know, as you can see, men are after me. Big shout out to you out there, Pastor Solomon. Wherever you are, let me know exactly where you are watching us from. I appreciate your time. Big shout out to you, Pastor Solomon. This was a good evening, Mr. Selon. I hope you are doing well today. My name is Ayo from Lagos, Nigeria. As for me, I will advise Maresca to at times bench Madueke because I don't see him as a serious player with his undoubted selfish playing. Palmer can do justice to that wing while he allows Felix to play as number 10. As you rightly said, best way to defend is to attack. By doing that, you are denying your opponent some flashes because they will continue defending in order to stay in the game. Palmer has not proved himself truly as he did under Poch, as you said, but he will come good. Believe me, I believe you, brother. I want to see Palmer really improve under Enzo Maresca. Big shout out to you, my dear friend, Odunayo, I believe. Good afternoon to you, good morning to you, wherever you are. I believe your name is Odnayo. Let me have your full name and where you are watching from. Oh, you say your name is Ayo. Yes, Ayo. Big shout out to you, my brother Ayo. Big shout out to you, my dear friend. All right. This one says, the thing is Cook was with Palmer the whole game. So Palmer did not affect the game so much. Who is Cook? He said the thing is Cook was with, oh, the defender, right? Okay. The Bournemouth defender, okay, was with Palmer the whole game, marking him. Yes, that's true. So Palmer did not affect the game so much. Happy for Gusto, Lavia, and Enzo to return. David from Ghana, G8. David, big shout out to you out there. You are very observant. Indeed, the defender Cook was all over Palmer. He did not allow him to play his game. The same way also, who is our defender was on Antoine Semenyo. Yes, and Semenyo also could not see, the game to play. Likewise, big shout out to once again David from Ghana. Big shout out to you out there. Sadiq Adeleke says, good evening. Idea you brought is very perfect. You are a good analyst. Thank you so much. Thank you very much, my dear friend Sadiq Adeleke. Sadiq, big shout out to you out there. Chris Williams, my brother Chris Williams, it's been a while. It's been a while ahead from you, Chris Williams. Well, thank you. At least you are welcome back. Welcome back, Chris Williams. Say Jackson went and tell Obi to shut up because of one goal he managed to score and started missing chances since then. What will I call him now? But oh, come on, Chris. He could say, how about the coach start Sancho at left wing, Nkunku at center forward, Palmer at 10, Neto at right, then keep Felix to sub Sancho if there is any need, Madueke to sub Neto if there is any need. You see, we have the men. So our coach, he said it that it will depend on the players' level of training. When they go to training, whoever that impresses most. Yes, because right now, we have no excuses. We have the men up front. And the best way, like I always say, to defend is to attack. Big shout out to you out there, my brother Chris Williams. From Frederick Amabe, he said, it has shown that Nkunku is better than Jackson now. We all can now see what Mikel said about Jackson. Thanks, Frederick Amabe from Biasla State, Nigeria. Big shout out to you, Frederick from Biasla State, Nigeria. This one says, my opinion, Palmer as right wing, Sancho left wing, Nkunku 9 and Felix 10. That is your opinion, right? Big shout out. What's the name? Please let me have your name so that I can give you a big shout out next time. Yeah, I appreciate your comment so much. The next one coming from Frederick Amabebe. He said, for me, Nkunku is better than Jackson. Now we all can see what Mikel said. All right, I think I read that already. Big shout out to you guys all out there. I am very, very grateful. The next one says, why don't we try Palmer right, Sancho left? All right, I think I read all these ones out already. This one says, Ebrima Basolo, good analyst. I am big fan of Chelsea. Wow, Ebrima Basolo, big shout out to you wherever you are. I appreciate your comment. Thank you so much for watching our video and liking our analysis. God bless you, my dear friend. Big shout out to you out there. This was Mr. Salon. From my perspective and observation, due to the yellow card, the players were trying to be careful in order not to get a red, and that affected the game. Anthony Taylor should not ref any Chelsea game again. David from Ghana, G8. Big shout out to you, Dave from Ghana, G8. On that note, dear friends, I'll be back with a hot afternoon one. Don't miss it. Make sure you watch that. I'll see you guys in the next one when you see me. Shalom and peace.